What if I told you it's Wednesday? You know what time it is. Welcome once again to another episode of Mike World Order Live. I am your host with the most, and you don't need a box of post, Mike Thunder, the guy who you don't need the number for you to call on. And I'm also the master of Thunder Math. And not only just that, I also want to mention that Saturday, January 29th, I, Mike Thunder, have decided to throw my name as entrant number one in the Royal Rumble, which was probably my worst Vince McMahon impersonation ever. Forgive me, because I have a raspy voice. This is good shit. I agree, Vince. I agree. Also, the number two entrant in the Mike World Order Royal Rumble, who is also the co-host of the show, senior executive vice president, executive producer to the second power, and all that funky junk with a side of fried rice to go with my sesame chicken. Yo, give it up, everyone, for the one and the only Filthy Tom Lightning.
What's up, everyone?
How's it going, brother?
Long story, but I'm here.
Hey, he's
ready
here.
for a wonderful night of Mike World Order.
Hey. We got Mikey Starks in the group chat. Thanks for coming in, Mikey. My boy AP Customs, longtime college buddy, joining in.
I was wondering who Secure Payments was.
Yeah, that's his business. Man, he's a businessman.
Got you. That makes more sense now.
Yeah, he has so many projects, and just when you think he's starting to get on something, I feel like he gets bored with it, and then he comes up with a whole new project, and it'd be just as busting as the last one. That's the whole cool thing about creativity and wanting to be your own boss. I respect that, you know. I respect that a whole lot.
I do too. That the entrepreneurship that he's got going on, that's just amazing.
Exactly. And not just that, anyone out
there.
The
work ethic.
Exactly. With your own businesses or own streaming sites, I want to give a few shout out to people too, my boy Swipey, Dembai, Senpai, people that I've watched usually in the morning or late at night on Twitch, their streaming sites. Check them out whenever you get a chance. Pretty interesting people. They're also on Facebook, Instagram probably. I know they're on Twitter for sure. But yeah, it's one of those things you want to do. Hashtag support all streamers. I don't care if you're big time. I don't care if you're a small timer doing it just as a way to pass time. We're all a community of our own.
I agree.
Regardless of what happens, you got some people that take some of this shit too seriously,
That they do. Oh,
yeah. It's worse like high school drama. You know what I'm saying? It can be annoying.
Have you been in one of our chat groups lately?
Yes, I have.
God, I felt like I was in high school all over again.
Yeah, it's just
they're lovely. someday.
I mean, hey, all it is give us more ideas and shit to talk about on the show.
Oh, we use it. That's the thing. They don't realize that the shit that they say in the chat groups, we use as material.
Yes. Like I will say first and foremost, I am fucking annoyed by e-feds. Okay.
High five, brother.
Yes. I'm just saying.
How are you give some more.
There we go. 2 times like Spike Lee. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck finds? I mean, don't get me wrong. I am diehard wrestling fan. Wrestling buddies, belts, magazines, DVDs, whatever. Like,
right?
I love it. I love this. Right? Pro wrestling has always been there. But some of y'all who do these e-feds and pretend you're a wrestler, some of y'all let that character suck in y'all to where
they bring it in real life.
Yes, y'all bring it in real life, and it's like y'all can't even keep it kayfabe. Y'all end up being consumed by this character that's created to where you stay that character 100% of the time, and I'm fucking annoyed by it because at least with us, you know, Mike Thunder, Filthy Tom Lightning, but we're also that's our characters on the show. We recognize ourselves as actual characters. We know this. We don't go to the grocery store and I'm like, oh yeah,
I'm Tom Lightning.
Hey, I just ordered. Look, I just got me some lettuce and some green onions. I'm gonna make some taco salad and feel the thunder. Yeah, be like, you want to refried beans? Ooh, yeah. Like,
that thing is, Mike, is I could actually see you doing that in a store though. What's up, Swipey?
What's good, Swipey? McSwipey in the house. Let's fucking go, boy. Check him out too, as mentioned before. But I'm just saying, like, you ain't see me.
But I can see you doing that though.
Yeah,
but you don't.
Yeah, like you're not gonna see me go to like, you know, get an oil change and then be like, sir, how can I help you? And I'm looking at them like, I need an oil change. You know what time it is. They're gonna look at me like, get the fuck out.
It's like thunder time.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's the thunder. And then you hear like the thunder clap in the background in the car. Then people are gonna look at me like, are you mental?
Yep.
Like, are you mental? Like, you know, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, it really annoys the shit out of me, you know?
On topic of recognizing other streamers and things like that, if you're a part of StreamYard, make sure you tune in tomorrow morning, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in for the StreamYard Summit. They're going to be announcing some new features for us to use.
Interesting. Unfortunately, I won't be because I'll be at work.
No, we already got one staff member that's going. Your senior executive producer.
Exactly. You know. I'm sorry I had to do it, you know.
That's what that button's for.
Exactly. Like, you always got to one-up this situation, you know. Thanks for appreciate Swipey. Swipey has like a huge community of followers and all that, and a lot of them are very attractive women. I might want to add. Shout out to those ladies too. You know, Peaches. Who else? I know there's a couple others, but I just know Peaches overall because she's usually like the Arn Anderson to him being Ric Flair. But speaking of tonight, talking about all these streamers and their love for video gaming, that's pretty much tonight's topic I want to talk about, man. Video games, man.
Lord. Video games. Do we want to go all the way back to
man, I don't care.
Atari or
I don't care. Like, however far your generation was, however far my generation
was. My generation was out before games came out.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, things
Gen 1 Atari.
Yeah. And, you know, on top of that, I don't know, my generation is kind of like split to what we had because we were more Super Nintendo,
Like
Sega Genesis on up. But there's a guy
and
on
Nintendo
YouTube.
64.
Oh, don't get me started on that. We're going to get to that later. But
See, and Cube, and see, I know
yeah,
all the game systems, sir. We're on a good topic tonight.
oh, hell, you know what time it is. But
Exactly. We're,
exactly.
we're,
So there's
we're,
this
we're
guy.
gonna we're gonna feel the thunder and see the fucking lightning.
I know, right? Mhm. But there's a guy on YouTube, right? He goes by the name of 616 Entertainment. And he's got these videos, right? Like the best of Mortal Kombat, the best of WCW video games, the best of the SmackDown video games. Like he's got all
Right?
best of the Tekken games, like everything. He has like these 2 hour long videos. And I'm not gonna lie to you, my favorite one,
Tutorials. Yeah, I've watched them to help me get through some games that I've been playing. So I
yeah,
know exactly who you're talking about.
exactly. And then on top of that, my favorite is the best of WCW video games from when it first started all the way to the last one they had. And they talk about the different engines that it came from, you know, and it's
Yep.
amazing. And speaking of which, we got late breaking news. Okay, all right. Jose Statistico, our news guy, has announced his favorite WWE game is SmackDown versus Raw 2007.
Youngin.
I mean, my favorite was SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. That was my favorite.
Honestly, I never really had a favorite. They were all either it was crappy graphics or it was crappy software that ran it or something. All of them were on the same level to me.
Right. And of course, um, us talking about being, video gamings back in the day. And this is a wrestling show, of course. We're going to have to mention wrestling
Right.
games too. Of course, we'll mention that in the first part. Then we'll mention non wrestling games because why the fuck not? So, the first wrestling game that I played that I remember was my dad got me a Sega Genesis, right?
Oh
And the
Lord.
first game
Take
he
me
got
back.
me, oh yeah, we taking it way back. The first game he got me was WWF WrestleMania, the arcade game. And I used to always get Bret Hart all the time, no matter what. And me and my dad would play like the co-op mode, and we would get like two of the same wrestlers, start beating the shit out of everyone. We'll get like two Yokozunas or two Lex Lugers or two Shawn. I mean, every time. And we would always like just kicking fucking ass. Like, oh man, just talking about it brings back memories, man. Like, but then afterwards, I started like going to the video store with mom or dad, and I was renting like Royal Rumble and what was it, Super WrestleMania, and which I thought was kind of
Yeah.
lame. WWF Raw, I probably would say was the best game on Sega Genesis for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I give you that. I give you that.
Oh yeah, I mean, how about you? What was the first wrestling game console that you played
What was the first wrestling game ever to come out?
on? WCW Wrestling by Nintendo.
Then that's what I played.
Because it was based off of the New Japan Japanese game that they had.
Yeah, I remember playing whatever original first one came out, and then I played some on Sega, and then I played it. I went from there to PlayStation, then I went to Xbox, and I've been on Xbox ever since. I got the Xbox. I guess it's Xbox 360. No, the one past that. Whatever the next Xbox One. That's what I have. I don't know. I don't even play it anymore. Not since February
I
last year.
mean, I would say for like video games for me, so after the Sega Genesis and all that, I wanted me a Nintendo 64. Even though my cousin had a PlayStation, and we played WCW versus the World, and we played WCW Nitro. I didn't like Nitro. I thought it sucked. But there was something
Yeah, but
cool about, oh my gosh, it was just something cool
gotta love
about
it. It was
WCW.
8-bit. It was an 8-bit game. It's what it felt like. It felt like an 8-bit game.
Yeah, but it felt like one of those games that would insult your intelligence. You
It
know,
did, especially if you were intelligent.
oh yeah, and you played that timeline of wrestling games, but I'd probably have to say gaming for me didn't get serious until the Nintendo 64, and I had WCW versus the World, and I mean World Tour with NWO and WCW NWO Revenge, and I remember those games I stayed on. Any of the THQ games were awesome. I didn't care for the WWF games by Acclaim like Warzone and Attitude, and
Right.
you know because
They didn't
here's
seem the
what,
same.
well, not just that, like you had to really have a good strategizing memory to know the wrestling moves, the combinations, and the finishers. And you can press the start button and like one of the option buttons, and it shows all the wrestling move sets for you to do the combinations while you're in
Oh, they
that
still do
position.
that,
I know, but I
even
mean,
on
then it was
Xbox.
like a different level, but it used to be
Right,
so
yeah.
annoying.
You didn't have to remember like 30,000 different wrestling moves. They were all pretty much the same kind of deal for each character.
Yeah, but I mean, with like attitude and all that, it was just annoying because not everyone had the same move set. But what I liked about the WCW games that were on THQ, like it was basically strong grapple, small grapple, strong striking, all that running combinations, like, but it was so easy. And to do typical Acclaim fashion, a finisher, it was like left, kick, right, left. No. Whereas,
9 different buttons.
yeah, Nintendo 64, if I did my special, all I gotta do is do a strong grapple and lift that centerpiece up or down or to the side, and I do my finisher. And that was it. I was like,
Right.
easy. You know, it was just one of those games where they couldn't go wrong with it. And then, WrestleMania 2000, I had No Mercy, and I rented ECW Hardcore Revolution, which was basically WWF Attitude, but ECW wrestlers, and like certain wrestlers, they had their finisher on the game, but it wasn't, what you thought it would be. But then again, it was ECW. I mean, all it was a repackaged old WWF game. Like you knew
Right.
if you were an expert on Attitude, then you knew which wrestler had what finisher. Because I like Joey Styles had like Edge's moves on the Attitude game, which I thought was weird. And they gave Big Sal Paul Bear's finishers. Now, mind you, Big Sal is a 500-pound man. Paul Bear's finisher on Attitude was the Buffet Buster, a 450 splash. A
Paul
500,
Bearer? Is that what you said? Paul Bearer? You said
Paul Bear.
Paul Bearer.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Undertaker's manager,
yeah,
dude. That's
yeah,
who I thought you were talking. I remember playing him as a
yeah.
character at one time. I was making sure you were talking
Oh,
about the yeah. I was making
yeah,
sure you were talking about the same dude.
yeah, yeah. Fucking mind blowing, isn't it?
Well, not really.
Really?
You're you're not that much younger than me.
I mean, when you're right, you're right.
Almost like a little over half a decade.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But hmm, I don't know. I felt kind of ripped off by that game. I mean, yeah, I read
Yeah,
it,
it really was.
but when they did Legends of Wrestling, that was cool too. Because that's when I went like I left the Nintendo 64 and I went to PlayStation 2. I skipped PlayStation 1 because I
Wow.
played with my
Well,
cousin.
there was like 2 different versions of the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, there was. There was the big original one, and then there was
Oh,
like this
that
small.
was just regular PlayStation, and then you had like um the PlayStation One, and then you had another like version two PlayStation One.
I didn't know. I just knew that there was a big one and a small one.
Yeah. Well,
It's a
no,
lot.
because the original PlayStation was a real thick thing,
Oh
and
yeah,
then the PlayStation One was thinner, and then the second version of the PlayStation One was just a little small thing.
really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't know that. See, I learned something
I,
new.
I still own a PlayStation One. It's in storage right now, but I still own one and it still works.
Shit. But yeah, them SmackDown games. I'm telling you. And then I played
Yeah,
WCW
PlayStation
Mayhem.
2 Slim, yep. And then you got the PlayStation. Oh, yeah, well, the PlayStation 2 did have a Slim.
Oh yeah, they
They had the
did. I ain't
regular
had the slim one.
PlayStation 2 and then the Slim.
I just had like the original big one. You know.
Right. I've
That
switched
was.
back and forth between so many different consoles and brands. It's not funny. It's hard to
I
remember
mean,
which ones that I've actually played and haven't played.
but I love that PlayStation 2 though. I'm telling you. I don't care what anyone say. SmackDown was the best chain of video games that was on PlayStation 2.
I would
I
have to
mean,
agree.
because you had SmackDown 1, SmackDown 2, SmackDown
The Raw
3.
wasn't all that great though.
I didn't play, well, they didn't have Raw on PlayStation. They had on Xbox, but
Right.
I mean, all
Yeah, that's
the.
how they got you. You could only get one brand on. They split the brands
Mhm.
on different consoles. I remember that now.
But what was so crazy about it? So Raw was basically the engine that was used on SmackDown 3, Know Your Role. No, Shut Your Mouth, or whichever. No, Know Your Role. Shut Your Mouth was the fourth one. But I didn't play the third one that much because season mode was stupid. Season mode, you did
Right.
like two matches, and then you were already in the world title match. And then if you win the world title, match over. Season's over. That's it.
The lights are flickering.
Uh-oh.
That's
Usually when
okay. I got data and my phone's almost fully charged.
usually when lights flicker, that's when Bray Wyatt would come out.
Right. Bray Wyatt,
He
Bloody
turns into
Mary, any of those things because I'm sitting in front of a mirror.
he turns into the Fiend. But yeah, I think
Right.
it's. I know one of the SmackDown games was based off of a Japanese wrestling game because, and I want to say it was SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain, because they had it to where, like on season mode, if you were like world champion or whatever, they counted your title defenses, and the way that they like made a big deal about each defense was basically similar to like how the Japanese storylines were, but in WWE, which I thought was so cool. I thought it was so awesome. Like to me, that was probably the best SmackDown game ever, ever. Like can't change my mind about it. Oh yeah. I'm trying to figure out what other games like. Then there was SmackDown versus Raw. They did those series. But I only played the first one in '06. I didn't play any of the other ones. I think '07 had like NXT and ECW. I don't know. I didn't care after 2006. I think after that, after I graduated high school and everything, I wasn't big on gaming. You know, like
I didn't get
I
back
just
into
didn't.
gaming until I was in my 30s. I quit in my early 20s because I became a firefighter EMT and was way too busy. And then in my 30s, I didn't have nothing else to do because I wasn't an EMT or firefighter anymore because I got screwed up in the head.
I mean, I get it. And also the SmackDown games where you can unlock Fred Durst. That was SmackDown. Just bring it.
Yeah, I remember that
That
one.
way, yeah, because that way they had Undertaker come out to Limp Biscuit on the game. That was the only reason. I mean, it made
Right.
sense because now you can't really, if you have the Peacock network and watch the WWE network, unless it's like certain pay per views, pretty much most of Undertaker's entrances has been dubbed over with, um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you're gonna pay theme, and I'm like, that's so annoying. To me, the theme songs is what make the video game.
Well, yeah, because that's all you really have because real characters aren't. The characters don't look legit.
Exactly. I
So all
mean,
you get's that entrance.
I don't know. It's just weird, man. It's just weird. But I will say this: I do want to get me a not PlayStation, but a N64, because I want to play Virtual Pro Wrestling 64 1 and 2, because that's been like the hype of video games. And I never got a chance to experience it, obviously, because it's a Japanese wrestling game. But when I saw the roster for Virtual Wrestling 64, the first one, because it's based off of WCW versus NWO World Tour. But the roster they have on that game, holy shit, dude. It's like over 100 wrestlers. And not just wrestlers. We got boxers, kickboxers, submission fighters. Like you can play Mike Tyson on the game, Muhammad Ali, Ken Shamrock, like all those legends, Boss Rutten. It's so amazing, man. Like, whether we know it or not, Ken Shamrock's first video game was based off of a WCW engine. What the fuck?
The fucking light's tripping me out. It keeps blinking and shit.
Yeah, but it was how you did that. Like, no fair warning, no, hey man, I'm about to just click these lights. You just went like right as I was getting. Like, what the hell, man?
You didn't even see my arm move.
Mm-mm. You did that shit show. You did that shit so slick like a vampire. Like that's some shit you would see on vampire movies where they're like, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I could have just went, damn, the power went out, Mike.
Nah, I heard that click. That was a dead giveaway.
Did it with my GIMP arm. That's how good I am,
Yeah, like that shit like scared me for a moment. No lie.
though. Oh
Because
shit!
literally you came out of nowhere with that shit.
I might go get some alcohol real quick.
Uh-oh. Well look,
It'll take you on the event. I just got to go get it out of another apartment.
while you do that, I'll entertain the fans.
Shall take you with me.
You're gonna take it. Oh shit, we get to go on a live tour. Hey guys,
Yeah,
we're
we'll go
here.
on an adventure.
All
Let me
right.
go switch the data real quick.
He's gonna switch the data. And as he's switching the data, I also want to like mention, for obvious reasons, I am starving right
Look at
now.
that. Shut up.
What are y'all cooking?
I'm
I
not
just
cooking
want to know.
anything.
I'm talking about the people in the group chat, Tom. We obviously can see you're not cooking anything. You're in your studio.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call
Yeah,
it.
I'm calling it the studio. I mean,
I
look
call
at
it my
me.
office.
I mean, look at me. I'm doing the show in the kitchen only because the lighting's good. But yeah, it looks like we're going on a. This is going to be interesting for those who are going to be listening to this on Spotify and Apple on the podcast. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Right now, Tom is walking out of the area. He's got his head cap on. He looks like one of the guys from a House of Pain music video. And that right there, we showed our age, folks. We just showed our age to you people. So, Tom, you got to jump around, jump around, jump up to get down to get round, jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump.
I'm not jumping. I can't jump.
Tom's like, I'm not fucking.
We are on the adventure of a lifetime. Okay, that was one flight. That's 2 flights. Holy fuck. 3 flights.
Let me see Tom going outside.
No, I'm not going outside.
Whoa, he's still in the complex.
Yeah,
And he looks
just go
like
down.
he looks like one of the Serbians on the show Power. So what you look like? You look like one of the Serbs on Power, man. All you need to do is talk with the accent. Just saying, like that's what you look like right now. You look like you're about to go make a deal with Ghost, and then when you make the deal with Ghost, you make sure you get 25% upfront because of the rest of the Serbian gang. And I know that didn't sound Serbian, but
It
when
creeps
you
me
have
out
a
to come in
voice,
here every damn time.
oh shit, when you have a voice this raspy and elegant and attractive to most of you people, and y'all don't want to admit it, but you know it's true. But what the fuck type of this
This is
like,
this is my brother's apartment.
oh, come on, man.
We're in the process of cleaning it, packing it, throwing shit away.
It looked like y'all turned into a playpen for the kids.
Nah, this is all his belongings.
Ah, really? You're
Yeah,
doing that?
because if I take you to the other room, hold on, I'll take you to the other room. Yeah, here's the other room.
Ooh,
Everything's packed up, cleaned up.
nice apartment though.
Yeah, it's not. It's a 1 bedroom. It's not bad. I'm not living in it. I'll be damned.
Nah,
Yeah, no.
Look,
2 people have died in this exact apartment. It creeps me out coming in here every damn time. I'm leaving.
Look,
I'm creeped out as it is.
You're getting no judgment out of me, bro.
Every time I go in there, it freaks me out. I keep thinking he's going to be sitting right there on the damn couch. And I know the couch isn't where it was because I moved it.
I mean, bro, you don't have to explain. Look, I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Two Marines killed
Interesting.
after vehicle carrying 19 crashes in North Carolina. Oh, damn. Oh, wow.
Give it up for North Carolina.
No, there was a Camp Lejeune accident, killing 2 Marines and 17 hurt.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I got a buddy who lives outside of Lejeune in Havelock.
Right, I know where Havelock is. Oh, I got a bottle of liquor, by the way.
You got a bottle of liquor.
Bottle of liquor.
Oh shit, we're about to get lit tonight.
Somebody is.
This dude about to get lit. My dude is about to get lit. This is going to be interesting.
It is.
It is what it is. Which is, for those who don't know, cancel. By the way, shout out to everyone who tuned in to last week's Thirsty Thunder Thursday. We have once again hit triple digits. We hit more views than we did the last episode. So thank you, those who were
It's only
watching.
because they've been tuning in since the last Thirsty Thunder Thursday, or the very last one of last year. We started the draw in on it.
But the funny part is, like, we figured it was going to be back to its regular numbers, but the next episode we ended up getting more.
They keep going up. Yeah, they keep going up.
Y'all keep getting us up. Like, I don't mind getting up because y'all the reasons that we're up.
Look at this hairdo, dude.
Yeah, you need to do something with your hair because
I know it's horrible. I got cowlicks, and they just don't want to work with me anymore.
this dude said cowlicks.
That's what they're called.
But it was just how you said it.
How did I say it, Mike?
He said, I got a cowlick.
I got a couple cowlicks.
I got a couple cowlicks.
I say it like I'm from the DMV.
Yeah, that's what exactly. You caught on to where I was going at. You know.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, this shit's horrible, and I'm gonna drink it.
What is it?
Oh,
Calypso spiced rum?
yeah, silver.
Oh, just put some ice cubes in, man. You'll be all right.
It's like drinking rubbing alcohol.
Well, you got some Coca-Cola. Then you're good. You're good, dog. You're good.
Yeah, I'm kind of weird how I do mine though. I take my chaser first, and then my shot. Most people do their shot and then their chaser.
I just go with the winning team. Whatever gets me lit, like.
Well, that's about what's going down because I might finish this bottle.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Who do you think was hiding doing that?
Say what now?
Oh, Mikey, I guess. They're talking about Mikey in the chat room.
Who?
Oh, that's right. Mikey had to leave early.
Yeah, Mikey's also a freelance podcasting analyst. And
I think it's for an eFed show anyways, isn't it?
yes, it is for an eFed show. Yeah, typical eFed show.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be drunk by the time he goes back.
Especially this one guy they got on the show. I'm not going to say his name, but
right.
Just from first conversation and how he was, his first impression, he just has this look and this voice. And not to quote the guy from the movie Step Brothers, but he just got a face that when you look at it, you just want to punch the shit out of it for some reason. You just want to grab a brick and just hardline the dude across his head because he's just, you don't even have to talk, but just from hearing the voice his first time, you just want to repeatedly hit him in the face.
And Mikey said he's still here. And he said it's not an eFed show. It's a wrestling show.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a wrestling show that has eFedders.
It's pretty much them recapping like Dynamite and Raw and SmackDown and NXT 2.0.
Well, that's cool.
So that's understandable. That's cool. But
I mean, different strokes for different folks. We have our own flavor here.
But yeah, there's a lot of those shows out there, though. Review shows. There truly is.
But they kind of get annoying because I try not to do review shows. Like if we're gonna review,
we do watch-alongs and make fun of it. There's a difference.
If we're gonna review the shit live and make fun. Exactly.
That's like
So
watching the same porno. We're gonna sit and make fun of it.
yeah, exactly. Like you see how his kid look, like
Look
you
how much
know,
hair it's got. This has got to be
how
from the
much that
70s.
know. Oh man, that just she took it in the eye. But
I bet that
shit
bird.
like that. And no, no, I don't like reviews. Like I like WrestleMania because it's different because they're creative. I don't think anyone can touch WrestleMania on creativity of doing a show recap. But
Right.
I mean, it's just do a live reaction video. It's more organic. It's more fun. Otherwise, everything's going to turn into a debate. Words going to be said. People are going to take it out on Twitter, cry to their mom and dad, cry to their girlfriend while they're texting me on the side, and I'm just keeping an innocent face as it's going on. You know.
What's an innocent face look like, Mike? Because I need to practice it. Oh, with the bottom lip out?
Yeah, you gotta do the bottom lip, dog. You gotta do the bottom lip. I'm just saying, like
That does
that's
not look innocent. That looks like guilty, hoping you don't yell at me.
whatever gets us out of the predicament, right? That's all I'm about. But
I just go bitch. I just go bitch face.
and you know, we talk about wrestling stuff and all that on the show, but we kind of pretty much compare it to life. We compare life to wrestling. We're one of those type of shows. That's why I technically say my show's wrestling theme. I mean, we do have wrestlers on the show, but we have the wrestlers, with the exception of
But
Gwen,
yeah,
out of
and
character.
we talk about everything but wrestlers,
Exactly.
wrestling half the time that they're on too, because they like to
Exactly.
talk. They want to be normal people when they're not wrestling,
And
and
once again,
I have learned that about interviewing them.
exactly. And that goes back to what we were saying earlier on the show. The difference between the
Right?
character and the person. Now, I'm pretty sure if I were to get someone like Ricky Morton on the show from the Rock and Roll Express,
Oh, I
then
met them.
yeah, so have I met Ricky. I got a photo with him.
I've
But
met those of them.
yeah, well, I've only met Ricky and got his autograph. But
They tried to take my
Ricky,
mom home at a wrestling event.
I bet they did too.
They did.
Ricky Morton might be your dad. But
No, I was
rock and
already
roll,
alive.
strutting and strolling, brother. Like, yo, not gonna lie, I did that in the photo with him. We're like rocking and rolling and strutting and rolling, strutting, strolling, and yeah, like, and you can look at my face like what? Like, I'll admit that. I'll take it. I'll take it and run with it. You know. But I guarantee you, someone like a Ricky Morton could not even try to be a normal person. That man looked like he stays in character all day, every day, because he kept the kayfabe. Like, I bet you he would go to like a McDonald's and they'd be like, "Oh, McDonald's, how can I help you? Let me tell you something, brother. This is the one and only Ricky Morton for the Rock and Roll Express. And I want me a Big
Right?
Mac, fries, no salt, and I want me a Diet Coke to go because I training later on with the boys. Now we're gonna be rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling. And here's my code for the total." And then the lady would be like, "That'll be 683." And Filthy Tom, I was about to say he disappeared and now he came back. I
I
could have
was
sworn I
connected
thought
back
he
to
was
my
gonna pull
Wi-Fi.
up to the window. Be like, "Rock and rolling, strutting and strolling, brother." You know.
No, you can't take me to a drive-through, Mike, or J Rod.
Oh, yes. I can't take none of you people on there. Yes, and I say that stringently. None of you people.
You definitely can't take me and J
Oh, I know that. I've learned that.
Rod. I wish you
Definitely
would have.
can't take him.
I wish you would have just put me on speakerphone in that vehicle that day. Oh, it would have been great.
Oh, when I was hold up, while I was in the van on the
Yup,
way. Oh
to the
man.
airport. You
Oh
turned
man.
into instead of Mighty Mouse, you went into Minnie Mouse or something because you wouldn't even speak.
What do you expect? I was a black dude in a van full of white people.
I'd have made him think that you were white by letting me talk to
Tom, when you talk on the phone, people
him.
don't think that you're a white man. People think
Oh,
that
I
you're
know. I've
black.
heard it so many times.
Yes,
I've
people
heard it
think you're
so many
black dudes
times.
Merlin. Like, come on. You cannot fool me on that statement, man. Like, come
I'm
on, you
just
know
from
what
the
time it
streets.
is. Exactly. Like, you know what time it is. I know what time it is. Your homeboy
Right?
Bob knows what time it is. Like,
Right?
you can't fool us. That's why your name is Doug Funny. And you were dating and fucking Patty Mayonnaise.
If I was a white dude that looked like him, I would be banging patty mayonnaise.
Dear Journal, it's me, Doug. I finally got
That's
some
right.
from Patty Mayonnaise. Oh man, that's too funny.
Correct. Correct.
Yo, correct. So the theory is true.
There's no shame in my game.
Hey, we never said there wasn't, man. Talk about some no shame in your game.
I said I have no shame in my game.
That's what we said. No shame in your game. I
That's
did.
right. Shoot or shoot.
You just repeated what I just said, man. Like, hell
Well, this might be
no.
that kind of show where I'll just repeat you the rest of the night.
What? Yo, wow.
I'm doing okay, Bug. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, man. Thanks for we appreciate the shout out, Boog recently on an episode of Mike World Order Radio was one of the random people chosen for a subscription.
Nice.
Congrats, Boog. See, that's one of the things about Mike World Order Radio on the weekends you guys don't know. We randomly gift one or two subs to whoever's watching, you know. So you never know. There was 3 subs that were given away. It is what it is. Cancel.
I was subbed the first time I ever came to your show, and then the next thing I know, I was a part of it.
Yeah, see, you never know what the future brings in Mike World Order and Mike World Order Enterprises.
Book said he loves that Saturday mWo radio.
Oh yeah, and this weekend we're gonna be playing classic rock on Mike World Order Radio. Might be Saturday, might be Sunday, might be Friday night. You never know. Just got to tune in.
We still owe everybody what formerly known as After Dark, but now known as Dark Side of the Thunder. Live.
We owe them people shit.
We do. We did kind of promise that at the end of the year last year.
Oh yeah, we did. Well, you know what? When we did that damn near 4-hour Thirsty Thunder Thursday.
Yeah, but we didn't bring anybody in for the After Dark. We pretty much already had other people on the show the whole entire time.
Shit, it went from After Dark to Pitch Black.
Yeah, it was a long fucking show.
Dark is an understatement. Like, it wasn't dark. We made it creepy.
The subjects that we touched on was like outlandish.
Yeah. Yeah. And the funny part was my ex's oldest popped in. I was like, oh shit.
Oh shit. I bet. Oh, okay. I remember you telling me about that. Wow. Yeah. My memory sucks.
Oh, trust me, your memories.
Oh, we do need to get the nomination lists out on Twitter, sir, so people can nominate for those subjects and vote on the others.
Yeah. Vote for me 3 times. Oh, I'm not nominated for any of them.
Exactly. You wouldn't let me put you on the nomination list.
That's right. because if you were to put Mike Thunder on the nominations, it would be a clean sweep. Okay, I would be walking out with a bag full of
Yeah, that was a
motherfucking
comical
posters,
moment there. I do remember that now too. Was I drinking that night?
Yes.
Okay, that explains a lot. Because I kind of did tell him to shut up like a white guy.
I mean, the funniest part was, yeah, you sound like a white dude when you told Mikey, he was like, Mikey, the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
I was like, whoa. And you said it with like such this serious
compassion. Yeah, it's such compassion.
Like literally, you were in the middle of doing something, and as soon as Mikey said something dumb, you turned and looked at him and said, Mikey, shut the fuck up. And then like the parental tone.
It kind of was like the parental tone. That's how I talk sometimes.
Yeah, it's like
I don't scream and yell. I like to talk with a stern voice.
I just thought it was funny.
I let the inner white guy come out.
It's oh my gosh. Mikey said, I don't like people. He was like, Mikey, shut the fuck up.
Right? We were trying to say hi to all these new people that were tuning in. And Mikey's like, well, I don't like people. I'm like, shut the fuck up. And then it just went on from there. I'm like, God damn it.
You know what the first thing that came to mind?
What?
So I was working at Walmart, right? Back in the day.
Big Mike was working in Walmart.
Yeah, that was my first
job. Was you a door greeter?
Unfortunately, that was my first job. I was a cart pusher. And it was me.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. It was me, my homeboy Carlos, and a couple other people we were finishing up our shift. And as soon as we were like walking on the way, right?
Oh, that's just horrible.
In the comments part. Shut up, dude. We were on the way going to the back to clock out, right? But in front of us was this, dad with his kid. Kid had to be at least about 3 or 4 years old. I think maybe 4 tops. And he's in the buggy talking about some daddy, 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 daddy. And the dad looked at him and said, boy, shut up. And everyone around him was quiet as fuck. He didn't say shit.
Nobody's like, oh, we're not making no noise either.
No one said not one fucking word. We were all quiet. And then he turned and looked at us, right? And he said, y'all can talk. I said, nah, man, I had a flashback. I got a Marine dad.
Right. It's that stern voice.
Yeah.
I got one of them.
Carlos is like, yeah, Pops, my stepdad's in the Marines too. Like, yeah, he said, I'm going to shut the fuck up right now. Like, literally, that's what he said. But it was so funny because on the way back, because after we get off work, we would always hang out or ride around looking for trouble, like your typical out of high school hooligans. The whole time he was like doing
hood rats.
Yeah, hood rats. You
were hood rats.
Yeah, driving my Mercury Grand Marquis.
Oh Jesus, a pimp mobile.
Yeah. The box, yes, the box. Oh my god,
fucking pimp mobile.
It was oh my, but I loved that car so much. I loved it. I had everything fixed on it, like the tires, the radio, like that thing was busting at one point, man. But the whole time, Carlos fucking with me and fucking with people in public, talking about some boy, shut up, and he's just going on. I could be in the middle of talking to him about something. He'd be like, boy, shut up and walk away.
I don't want to hear this.
I was like, look, I'm older than you. He was like, I know, Pops, I'm just being funny.
That is
But it
kind of
was so
the bullshit that I pull on you guys.
yes. Yes.
I will say that. Yeah, that is kind of the same kind of
It was
shit.
just it was literally same because there'd be some moments, Filthy Tom gets angry.
Yeah, but I
And
don't do
sir,
that live on a show.
oh no,
I wait until
no.
the dark side of the thunder. Trying to say it
Man.
went over my head.
Oh no, I was taking my headphones off and threw it at the screen.
Oh yeah, that was a great moment. I didn't do that. We're talking about somebody else now. If I did mine, it wouldn't do much.
I ain't got none on. I just got big ears.
Well, no, they're small headphones.
No, I'm saying my ears are big.
Well, my ears are big too. I can fly with mine.
Nah, mine's
Especially when I
big.
put my glasses on. Especially when I put my glasses on, because then they pop out like this, and then I can't wear these headphones because my ears are too far out. I'm being all honest. That's why I don't wear my glasses anymore. And then I start looking like the white version of Mike, and it creeps me out sometimes. Because it can't be a white and an African American that looks the same.
And what's wrong with that?
Because I'd be the midget version.
Yeah, and I already got.
I am only 5'6". I'm a midget compared to you.
I'm sorry. Well,
no, I'm happy with my height. I don't have to worry about when I go into a store, somebody coming up to me and say, "Hey, can you reach that up there for me?"
But at least
if you can't reach it, I can't reach it.
Well, at least you ain't got to worry about not being told you're too short to get on this ride.
Oh no, I don't have that issue. I haven't had that issue since I was in elementary school because I got to my height and stayed there.
Hey, don't we know someone else who's like that?
Yeah, but he's slightly shorter than me, and he can't get on those rides because you have to be 5'5".
See how we are? We're some smart asses. We're like
oh, I'm starting to unwind now.
I know. See, you're feeling all better.
No, I'm not feeling better. I'm just to the point where I just don't give a fuck.
Compared to how you were at the beginning of the episode, it's like night and day, motherfucker. But
well, I know. I started to I got out of my anxiety.
Yeah, and that's one
I was in a lot of pain, so my anxiety was high. I'm kind of like a little sluggish, and then the momentum picks up.
Hey, that's how we do it here at Mike World Order, man.
And that's how we end up doing 3-hour shows.
Yes,
because they turn into great. Everybody wants to stick around and see what stupid shit Filthy Tom says or does.
Or crazy stuff that I say.
Well, you do spit some stupid shit sometimes. I will give that to you. But I'm the filthiest of the Toms, so I spit it a lot.
But here's the thing, though. Y'all think it's funny, right? Y'all laugh, don't y'all? Y'all give some type of reaction, don't y'all?
I'm giving you your props. I'm giving you your props. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
All the props.
Can't give all the props to you. I guess got to get a little bit.
I need all the props.
I guess we'll give you all the props. I'll get all the ladies in the background then.
Okay, that's cool.
You be by yourself on screen.
That's okay. I will sit there with my 12.
Hey, don't come at me sideways. I will message you lady.
I'm not. Whoa.
Tell her certain things about somebody not sticking to the schedule.
Hey, shh.
Don't make me message Janice.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna message that lady that plays Janice and try to get her on the show. I really am.
I'm not Chandler. But I'll say this.
She can't be with Chandler. I told you.
Yeah, hey, don't spoil. Stop spoiling the fucking show. I'm still in season 1.
Oh, see, you gave yourself away. I wasn't calling you out there like that.
Fuck you. Anywho,
you can't say it like me.
doesn't matter. It just came out the way it felt.
I love you, Mike.
I know, man. I love you too, dog. You know, the other night in the conversation with former mWo Strong Chat champion Moxie, she said when I had COVID, my voice was so scruff and more raspy to where she pretty much told me I sounded like a white surfer guy.
You sounded like a 90-year-old man.
You know what? I liked white surfer guy better than 90-year-old man.
Oh, I thought we were being honest.
Yeah, but come on, man.
Well, you did. You could tell it sounded like you had like an upper respiratory infection or a sinus infection or both because it made you gurgly when you talked.
You made me
sound like you're way older.
You made me sound like the old man from the movie Thinner by Stephen King. Like I might as well.
Oh, that was a great movie.
Thinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what he
raspy in there.
Like he walked up to me, he said, Thinner.
Thinner. Get out, boys.
Yeah, exactly. White man from town. Thinner. And then the poor white cheating on him with the doctor, you know. He saw it. He knew it.
Why is the chat room so quiet tonight?
It's kind of her fault that he was thinner, if you really think about it.
Well, yeah, it was. He got freaked out by what happened to him, to where he went anorexic and bulimic and anemic.
But you know what led to it, right?
Well, yeah, he did things that he should have done. That's karma.
No,
karma will come back and bite you.
No, the woman was giving the guy head while he was trying to drive. You know,
right? Got in an accident, killed her.
Yeah, killed the dude's daughter. And come on, man, you can't fault old fat.
No. That happened to me. If that happened to me, if somebody came along and killed one of my family members, dude, I know a lot of weird shit. And if I can't get to you one way, I'll get to you another.
Yeah, but they could at least got the wife, not him.
Well, he's the one that did it. Yeah, it was his fault. He was the one getting roadhead and wrecked the car.
Yeah, but she could have waited. I'm sorry. They could have waited till they got the fuck home.
Oh, yeah, that's his fault then.
And that's her fault, too, for starting it.
Well, yeah, but it was both of them. But he was the one driving, though. He should have pushed her away and said, no roadhead.
He couldn't.
I can't say nothing. I drove home drunk one night while getting roadhead, and it was great. I streaked all the way into my house because I drove home all the way naked. It was great.
He's Wow.
I told you I'm the filthiest of the filthies.
Wow. I still say it's not all his fault. That wife.
It wasn't all his fault. Yes, no, it wasn't all his fault. But yes, he was the one behind the wheel. So yes, it technically is his fault, regardless of who was sucking his dick.
Shut the fuck. I'm still saying the wife was part of the blame.
Oh God, I'm getting hot.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, man. I mean, yeah, it got his mind off of food, but I'm just saying, ladies, it's a dark night. Just because y'all live in the suburbs don't mean y'all got entitlement on the fucking highway.
That's a weird kind of like situation because we just had a young lady, 37 years old, that got hit in like a low light intersection and was killed and had 2 children.
Well, see.
Yeah, it's crazy. It happens all the time. I was just watching the news earlier, and there's another place in southern Maryland, I guess, closer to your area, that 3 people were killed within a 24-hour time span at the same intersection.
Damn.
I'm like, how does that happen?
How does that happen?
Yep, literally. Same intersection, just different parts of the intersection. By the time the cops cleaned up and left that one intersection, part of the intersection, and left the scene, a couple hours later, another one happened. And then the third one was like literally at the next intersection. I'm like, what if people like, did COVID like make people like stupid on how to drive?
Yes.
I seriously think when COVID hit, people, the stupid came out and started driving.
Well, not me, because I had COVID and the stupid didn't come out with me.
No. I said as soon as COVID happened, the stupid people came out and started driving.
It's because they use that stupidity.
Because statistics have like rose significantly with car accidents and pedestrians being struck since COVID started. Prior to COVID, the numbers were going down. Now we're skyrocketing. It's like, did it just bring the stupid out in people? You got somebody from YouTube saying hi.
What up, Daisha?
What's up?
My good old buddy Daisha, supporter of the Mike World Order.
Right.
Thanks for
we love all the supporters. Can't have Mikey on here because I don't like people. Shut the fuck up.
Nah, fuck that. I would have gave him a shining wizard just for doing that.
Well, you would have got to shut the fuck up while you were giving him the shining wizard.
Yeah, exactly. And as soon as he would have responded, I would have came out and been like, motherfucker, and then
it's like good tag teamwork.
Exactly. It's the new chancla. You just call Run a Mike, and I'll give him the shining wizard.
Okay, since we're on, let's get back to the subject of consoles, wrestling games, other games that we played. But first, I want Dusty Rhodes to come on and tell us his favorite console.
Well, baby, when it comes to American Dream, Dusty Rhodes loved to play him some good old Oregon Trail. Because I never really played with the consoles because I would let Dustin and Cody do all the playing. See, me, I always play the Oregon Trail because I used to love to go hunting. And, it kind of remind me of the Wild Wild West daddy. Back in the day when me and Dick Murdoch, me and good old Dickie Murdoch, things I like to call him. I look at Dickie, I said, Dickie, we're going to play us some Oregon Trail and drink some beer. And that's what we would do. We would play the Oregon Trail and drink us some beers. And we'd be passed out in our underwear just as burping and farting, baby.
With the pee stains and all.
That was the American dream. Pee stains and skid marks, baby. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Love you, baby.
That's why I love you, baby. I get the elbow all night long on the Oregon Trail. Say nothing.
On the fucking Oregon Trail. That was like the first original game that I've ever really played. Was Oregon Trail.
On the computer. Every time I played on computer, baby, I give it 265
computer.
Soul, baby. I just give it right. I still got the magic, daddy.
Oh God, you got it so down. That's great. I love it.
I said, baby, every time I stick it, I get my little floppy woppy disc out there. I stick it in there, baby. I stick it in. I do it silly, baby.
Okay, old school question, Mike. What size was that floppy disk?
That floppy disk was 3.5 inches long, baby.
That's 5 1/4.
Well, my generation had 3.5 inches, baby.
Sometimes you had the 3.5 floppy, huh?
Yeah, we had the 3.5 floppy, baby. See, we had to do that to make it work. Because once I got that NWA,
that's why, because it was 3.5 a floppy.
That's right, baby. Because once that NWA World Title money was coming in, baby, I was upgrading.
It didn't matter the size.
We say it didn't matter the size, baby. We ain't gonna be eating no top pork chitlin no more, baby. We're gonna be eating big old steaks and chicken thighs, baby. We're gonna have I still got the magic daddy. We're gonna have some Cody come in, we're gonna put some gravy on your rice. You ain't never had gravy like this before, baby. That's right. I make sure I put my foot on it, daddy, because I'm the American dream, baby. And next thing you know, you're gonna be the American nightmare. Because that's how it's gonna be when you own your own promotion. AEW, baby. It's a nightmare, baby. But you know what? You got you a nice piece of chocolate in that Brandon Rose, baby. Get that boogie woogie woogie. Boom.
If Dusty was still with us, I could see him doing that on AEW. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I envisioned that in my head the entire time. Thank you. Thank you. That was great. I'm glad I requested Dusty to show up. That was great. I loved it. You do an amazing impression, dude. I love it.
That's really? I can't.
Yes, you do. Well, yeah, you're listening to yourself. So there's other people that have come to you and said that's Dusty impression they've ever heard.
That's because they say that because they want to be part of the show. If they just
no, they're true. A lot of the true fans that have said that never wanted to be a part of the show.
They would look at me like, man, that impersonation sucks, and you need to take it somewhere else. Because I didn't like it. She didn't like it.
Why are you sounding like Celeste right now?
Because I come from Gators Creek, Georgia. I don't come from no Indiana.
You're from Indiana. I'm not from Indiana.
I'm not from Indiana, cuz. Put Scooter on the phone, you varmint. You could never pull off you being a Southern person unless you were Dusty. Nobody believes me. I'm from the South. Like I know you do not talk. I talk more Southern than you do. Yeah, I mean,
of course, I'm from a neutral state. I'm not North or South. I'm dead center.
I'm from the South. I don't have an accent. Even when I tell people, yeah, I'm from South.
Because you're from you. Technically, I call you from the DMV because you lived here long enough. You got the DMV accent.
Yeah,
you're neutralized. You become neutralized.
Well, apparently, I had it before I came to South Carolina because I've always talked like this.
You mean North Carolina or Virginia?
I'm just saying, got me sound like Mike from the Wood. I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Ooh.
Sports, and that's it. Like, no.
See, unfortunately, people don't know that there's actually 2 Winston-Salems in the United States.
Where's the other one at?
Up north.
Well, what fucking state, Tom? Like that's what I was.
I don't know. I'm just spitting shit right now. I don't know. Every time I hear Winston-Salem, all I can think of is the witch trials, and if I just want to
in Massachusetts.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all. Every time I hear Winston-Salem, that's all I can think of. It's I thought that was up north.
And see, when I think of Winston and Salem, I think of 2 cigarette brands from back in the day.
Winston's are still out, I believe. Salem's are not. Salem's used to be my shit. Salem menthol 100s.
Yep, you are so DMV.
Old. Old.
You know what I want to say. You know what I want to say.
I know. No, when I would want to be bougie, I just smoke my Newport 100 menthols.
Newport. He said bougie and get a Newport. Oh my.
Well, yeah, they were at $4 more than what a pack of Salem's were.
Hold on, what's that? I see we got Dusty coming back in the room. Well, baby, the man can do Dusty Vogue, baby. See, what I like to do, I never smoked no cigarette in my life. I used to love to get that red.
Liar. Dusty did smoke. It was on TV.
That was because I was on TV, baby. Don't you try. You shut up over there. I'll whoop your
little You are not Bill Clinton and say, I just pulled it in my mouth, but I didn't inhale.
Look here, baby. If you interrupt me one more time, I'm going to come after you like I did Cody when he was 12 years old wet in the bed. I will spank your little derriere.
Ooh.
Make it 3 hoe, baby. So back to what I was saying, I was keeping the kayfabe out there, baby. See, I love to get that red man chew and stick it in the back of my mouth. Then I like to chew and spit it, baby. And then next
Red
thing you
man.
know it, I was so disgusted when I saw Dustin. Dustin did that same shit on the side of the ring, baby. He leaned over, he spit it in the air pan. I looked at him, I said, "You nasty as hell, baby." I said, "If I was on that plane with you, I'd beat the shit out of you, Dustin." Dustin, I told you stay away from Terry Reynolds. You didn't want to listen to me, and look what happened. She ruined your career, baby. You could have been world heavyweight champion WCW, baby, but you wanted to listen to that little hoe. That little hoe, baby. Because you know what? If it was me, the American Dream, Dustin Rhodes, baby, and back in my prime, I just would have tooted and booted, baby. Yeah.
Dusty.
Oh man.
What's up, Wendy, darling?
Oh shit. Apparently, Tom's apple of his eye, Wendy Darling, showed up with her radiant red hair and her bright blue eyes.
Is that what color it is?
Yeah, I'd say red or arbor.
Well, I've seen her with multiple hair colors, so I wasn't quite sure what the current one was because it's been a minute since I've actually seen like recent photos. Because I haven't been on social media since like December.
I mean, personally, I'm just begging for Nutella to watch the show.
We are going to get. You know what? As your senior executive producer, I am sending Nutella messages with the promise I'm going to get us some kind of sponsorship.
And then when they watch one of our episodes,
because I'm a good businessman.
They're gonna be like
Tom Spiker, not Filthy Tom Lightning, but Tom Spiker is a good businessman and he can get shit done.
Man, I love that shit.
I will hack their shit and put our name on the list anyways.
Get put on. I will straight up wear Nutella outfits. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I will smother myself in Nutella and sit here the entire night having a podcast while covered in it. Might take me like 6 hours to wash it all off, but I will sit here covered in it. I'll be the same color as you, Mike. I got the voice. You're whiter than me. I don't know why I keep telling you that.
What the hell, man? What the hell, dog?
I just keep thinking about the last episode of the year and how we went out with a bang.
Yeah,
it was
we're
great.
about to go out with a bang, all right.
Now, we went out with the end Thirsty Thunder Thursday, which is exclusive on Twitch, Thursdays only. You got to tune in for it at Mike World Order on Twitch. If you weren't there for the final episode of the year, you missed out. It was a great show. We had a lot of different people on. It was great. Subject, we actually followed a subject line. It was great. And then towards the end, we got even better. Yeah, shake your head. I've listened to it like 6 times. It was great.
I agree. I've listened to it various times, various occasions.
Anytime I need to cheer myself up, I just start listening to that episode again because we got the greatest experts from Grey Wolf about clapping cheeks that will go down in history.
We had Grey Wolf on.
I think I have that saved. So we could play on a show.
Yeah, we have that same clip.
Did I upload it?
Nope.
Oh, damn. I will take care of it. It will be ready for future episodes. Remind me, though, tomorrow.
Packing heat and clapping cheeks.
Clapping cheeks.
that was
And
that
that Viking voice. Yeah, he reminds me so much of my brother-in-law's brother. Which I sent you a picture of, Mike, and you were like, "Holy shit, it's his twin."
oh my gosh, that was so funny. I was like, whoa, he looks like Grey Wolf with long hair.
That's what and he goes to all those Viking rituals and everything too. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Maybe it's the same person. I swear to God, if it is, I'm gonna be so mad.
When Rene Dupree said wee wee.
Yeah, Renee. No, you and Renee
Oh yeah,
said
because
it
he
at the
said it the
same
second
time.
time. That was
Said
not
it at the
planned either.
same time. That yeah,
That
no, that
shit,
was definitely not planned.
but it was just perfect timing. It's like
See, we don't see. That's the great part is we really do not plan our episodes.
we
We
really
kind of
don't.
give like a generalized topic that we're going to hit on, but we do the topic. But as soon as the topic is like we feel like it's exhausted or losing viewership, we jump to something else and we entertain.
And trust me,
That's what I love about this show. And the crazy part is we are in character, and then we do after shows with like people that win contests and things like that. It's where you can come on and be part of our character ship. But when you talk to us in real life, we are totally different people. Kind of. Kind of.
I mean, even J Rod.
We still have our same sense of humor, but we are more like professional oriented.
Yeah. Plus, I crack up when J Rod says there's the three faces of Mike.
There definitely is.
Let's see.
Especially when he chugs a bottle of sake.
Let's see, which one's that one? I guess that's Mike Thunder.
I think that might be the fourth face.
You got Mike Thunder. You got DJ Mike Son. You got Mike Muto, who's always doing those crazy shiny wizards.
Right.
You know.
So I don't know how there's so many filthy toms. It's ridiculous. We don't know what we're gonna get. Should we Celeste right now?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, I'm done Celesting.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Hey, I couldn't be completely naked in the dark. I was kind of half naked in the light, and then I had my buddy Bob pop up behind me.
Now that shit was funny. When he came out of nowhere, topless, and leaned in and was like, mWo, brother. And I'm like, oh,
yeah. Who is the subscriber to our Twitch channel?
He is.
He is a reoccurring subscriber. He might not show up a lot, but when he does, he makes an impact.
Oh, he does. mWo, brother. I'm like, what?
It is getting, I think it's the alcohol talking, but I am getting warm.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, the last time anything happened, apparently Mikey offended Bob. I don't know how that went down because I was kind of intoxicated, but apparently Mikey said something upset Bob. You're like, and Bob's like, I'm not friends with you no more. Don't talk to me.
You said it like a serious tone. He said, I'm not friends with you.
Well, that's how Bob said it. And I'm like, I got to repeat it the way he said it. And I'm like, oh, shit. No, Mikey must have said something fucking wrong. I'm sobering up right now. What the fuck just happened?
How dare y'all piss off Bob? Bob is a supporter of the show. Bob is such a good person. He's motherfucking Bob. And also shout out to, Moxie, who's in the chat. Yes, we were Celeste.
She is in the chat. I have it. Oh, there she is. I see her now. She's giggling. I guess because we were
She's always
Celeste.
giggling. Yeah,
We were
she's always
Celeste.
giggling. She has like the most funniest laugh squeal ever. Because when you hear her talk on the regular, you're thinking she sounds like a redneck police officer or
Redneck police officer. Shut the
yes,
fuck up, Mike. Redneck police officer.
does not in a bad way, but that's just every time it just especially when hello and I'm like, well,
I
hello,
can't. I
officer.
can't say what I was going to say, but I'm going to message you, Mike.
Oh gosh, but yeah, that was the
Yeah,
first thing that came to mind.
what popped in my mind was her and her cousin Lynn.
Oh, you're talking about clapping cheeks.
No,
Oh, hello, Doug. She said, hey. I'm just saying, it sounds like it. But then as soon as you say something funny or comical, it's like squeal,
right?
squeal.
No, best moment I could ever say was Punk Rocker Moxie Celeste, whatever you want to call it, is when she said, "I love you, Tom. I love you, Tom." Way before she said
Oh,
anything to Mike, and then Mike got mad. He like,
yeah.
"What about me?" And you're like, "Well, I love you too, Mike," and then went right back to say that she loved me. It was great.
Yeah, that was when we had drunk Moxie on the show. She
I
was
know it
like,
was great.
don't leave me. Come back. I'm like, we're not going anywhere. I'm just getting me some juice. No, come back. And I think that was like a week before she said the most hilarious phrase ever.
Yep. Please don't let Mikey take my mom. That was great. We said it at the same time. That was great. We both hesitated for a second. And we both went for it.
Oh my gosh. It was so hilarious the moment she said, because she had this scared look in her eyes, like, you know, Mikey's gonna take my mom. And I'm like, yeah, he's gonna take
Who
your
is
mom.
Doug? Who is this Doug person we were referring to?
So
are you calling me Doug?
No, I call him Moxie Doug because she acts like a
okay, gotcha.
Like
well.
I mean, sometimes she forgets she's a female and she turns into one of the guys. Whenever it happens, then in like the Undertaker voice, I'll be like, "Hello, Doug."
Well, you did that earlier, and I was like, "Are you trying to refer to me again?"
Nope. Hello.
Okay,
Doug.
now I'm in on the inside joke. See, I used to be like there used to be a trio there, and now I don't. Nobody talks to me anymore.
Hey, you had to talk to, you know. Uh, I just saw your message. Oh my god.
Shut
Oh
up.
my god. Oh shit.
If I
Oh
could play it in the
man.
background, I probably could. I could pull
Yes.
it up on
That's gonna
YouTube.
be
Hold
stuck
up.
in my head now.
Hold
Oh
up.
my
I got
god.
it. I forgot I had
Oh
another phone
man.
sitting here.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. That's so fucked up. And yes, you're right. You better watch out for Mikey takes your mom. Not because of him taking your mom, but because afterwards, me and Tom is gonna raid your fridge and your cupboard of snacks. Because that's the cool
Right?
part.
We're taking the shit.
Yeah, we're taking.
Because
Yeah,
we
we're not leaving
pimp-tastic.
empty-handed.
Because we
Yeah,
pimp-tastic.
we're taking your chips. We're taking your fruit cups. We're taking all that cookies. Okay, taking it. Pop tarts, as long as it's blueberry, because that's the only ones I fucks with. I'm team blueberry. I don't mess with no other. Don't judge me. Fruit snacks. Yeah, fruit by the foot, fruit roll up, Dunkaroos. We will take all of that shit. Capri Sun. Oh.
Round the outside, round the outside. Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
Yes, he's back, back again. She's back. Tell her friend. Yes, he's back. Yes, he's back.
He's into so many
It-
on this show.
It was an inside joke. It was an inside joke.
So many inside jokes. So many.
It's
And
character building. It's character building.
we build a lot of characters. A lot of characters. Because only on a show like Mike World Order would we give someone like little 5'3" Mikey Starks a gimmick of a Sonny Ono like character and call it
Mr. Wee Wee.
Wee Wee.
Mr. Wee Wee.
I don't know why. It was the first thing that popped in my head. Like,
Wow. I feel like we've been on for so much longer than we have been. And I've done like so many shots in a 30-minute time span. It's
oh
crazy.
yes, you're like.
I feel like it's been 2 hours.
but we're not.
It really has felt like it.
You should.
We've covered so many different subjects. I'm like, whew, it's got to be at least a fucking hour. And then I look at the time. It's like, oh shit, it's been 15 minutes.
No, we've actually been rolling for almost 2 hours. We're about 20
Well,
minutes.
we're at an hour. We're an hour 31 minutes and 46,
Yeah.
47, 48, 49. I'm watching the live time.
Actually counting. Oh shit.
I'm watching the live timer. It's up in the corner.
Oh my god.
Or at least for me, it's up in the corner.
You're just oh man.
I'm on a roll tonight.
Yeah,
This is great.
All right,
I'm
Drake.
about to take another layer of clothing off.
It's a layer. Oh gosh. Oh my god.
I'm wearing a thermal shirt, and I'm dying right this minute. It's covered in sweat.
I'm still in my outfit I went to work in.
Well, you're not drinking alcohol either, like loving alcohol.
No, but I'm a big insulated heavyweight, you know. Women under 150 pounds love to cuddle up on me because they think I'm some fucking panda.
I would love to be 150 pounds right now. I was at 168, and I have a lot of fluid right now, and I'm more than that. And I'm trying to lose like physical weight. I don't care about fluid. I will lose actual weight and to keep the fluid so where that fluid equals out what I should weigh.
I got a lot of fluid to get rid of tonight, though.
Well, we know how you're going to get rid of fluid. Asian porn.
Damn, we're just gonna really throw it out there. We're just gonna throw it out there. Why don't we?
Hey, we throw everything under the bus on like World
I
Order.
see.
So
Damn.
that's how we sustain viewership. We have to throw everything under the bus. We get
Not
everything going.
everything.
Well, no, you snitched on yourself earlier. I didn't do that.
No, you kept it going. You just kept going. You just kept well. Look,
I did not keep going. I just laid subtle hits down, and you fucking just blew it all out there. I'm still on season 1.
You man. You just really.
Well, you said that you had to have all the props. No, you said you had to have all the props.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You want me to go?
No, you stay here. You stay your ass. You stay your ass here. You type of question is that? You want me to go? You ain't going nowhere.
That's every time I say, hey, I'm leaving. I don't want to be a part of this no more. You say, you can't leave. You're stuck. You're cemented in this shit forever.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't going nowhere. I'm like Suge Knight. You ain't going nowhere.
You do. You come out. I get to see. No, you don't. You guys do not understand out there. When I tell Mike in a private conversation, it's just me and him, and I'm like, Mike, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I think I'm just gonna give it up. And Mike comes at me with like this whole stern white military man voice. You're not going anywhere.
This is all lies.
No, it's not. It is not lies. It is not lies. I'm being all honest. That's how it felt. That's how it came across. And when he said that to me, I was like, oh, I guess I'm not going nowhere. I'm like, I guess we'll stick it in there. I'm going to tough it out. I'm in there for the long haul.
I do not sound like no stern white military voice man.
Oh, yes, you do, sir. I've heard it.
Sir, really? Stop.
Yeah, exactly, sir. Yes, sir. Let me salute you, sir.
This fool. He's just good. But seriously, on the serious stuff, you ain't going nowhere.
See, white man voice.
Sir, you ain't going nowhere. You're not leaving. You're MWO. You're MWO for life, brother. Okay. There, I said it like, is that better?
Yeah, that worked out a little bit better.
We're leaving us, brother.
First time I said it to you, you were like, you came at me with just like, I almost like wanted to like stand up at attention and parade salute.
No, because when you got something good going, you don't want to like stop it. Like, no, you know.
And in all honesty, like I've told you privately, this is like a therapeutic session for me. So I love being on the show. I get to be a character. I get to entertain people. I get to make people laugh. And that's my whole intentions of being Filthy Tom Lightning. That's how my name came about, because I made people laugh on your show.
I thought it was because you had a resemblance to Filthy Tom Lawler.
Well, that's what you keep saying.
That's why that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The same time he cut his hair, y'all had the same haircut, same facial hair. Like
I've had the same, like literally, I've had the same like facial hair kind of thing since I was like a freshman in high school.
Yeah, I mean it works for it. Now, when you went the whole Mike Thunder look, then I was like, okay, he's bald, he's wearing glasses, he's got to go to.
Well, that is my normal haircut until I grew out my hair until all the way to my ass.
I was like, he looks like me.
Mm-hmm.
And
a midget version of it.
That's when you added on the lightning part.
Well, yeah, that's when the real true character, like right before that, is what I was like, oh, I'm going to become Filthy Tom Lightning, because I did become part of the show as Tom Spiker, the COO of OEE, and I was just a guest of the show. Right. And we started talking behind the scenes, and we started developing plans. And I wanted to see I'm not even going to say MWO. I want to see Mike Cook and Mike World Order, Mike Thunder, come to a higher level, reach out to more people, and I wanted to be a part of it. And I think I could be a part of it. And we developed this rapport, and we decided, hey, you're going to be a part of the show. And then we developed this whole character, and I fed into the character. I was like, oh, I could be this character on this show, and there won't be no real repercussions from it. Because at the end of the night, I can switch that switch and become back to Tom Spiker and not have an issue. I will leave the drama on the show. The show is what the show is. Me and Mike talk on a daily basis, or at least every other day. We have a rapport. We know each other. Like, I'll drive to his house. He's only a couple hours away from me. I will drive to his house. I will knock him right in the back of that bald head.
Whoa.
Kick me off the ship.
First off, your arm's got to reach to my head first there, little guy.
Oh, I will come in like a Power Ranger.
The yellow one was my favorite.
Well, I'll dress like her. A plumpy one.
Shut the fuck out, Tom. This what the hell is
Well,
wrong?
I'm kind of swollen like a plumpy teddy bear right now. So,
You said plumpy teddy bear. Dude, do you
and
know
I got
we're
enough
supposed to get
hair
more
to make me one.
Speaking of plump and teddy bears, we're supposed to get more snow tomorrow.
I know. Tonight. What do you mean tomorrow? Tonight. It's supposed to start in a couple hours. Well, for me, it's supposed to start in a couple hours.
Yeah, for us, we're supposed to get
because I'm a
rain.
little further west than you.
Yeah, we're supposed to get rain, and then at about
And
8
then
o'clock,
the sleet, the snow. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I'm supposed to. The rain already started an hour and a half ago for me.
and see me, I'm leaving early from home just to make it to, the parking garage.
Well, no, I think you'll make it just as it's transitioning.
Yeah.
Because here it's supposed to transition about 7 a.m. and you're about like an hour to 2 hours storm wise behind me.
Yeah, it said for us 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so ours was supposed to get worse about 7 a.m.
Yeah, I'll already be at work by then.
And then you know that they're calling for more like this weekend and Monday.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. The Farmers Almanac said we were going to get buried in snow on the East Coast this year. Nobody's following it. We used to follow it. The news used to follow the Farmers Almanac. I have not heard it mentioned on any news channel this year because it says we are going to get buried. We're due for it. For the last couple of years, we've had mild winters.
Yeah, we have.
It's actually supposed to be sleeting right now in southern North Carolina.
Oh, wow. North Kakalaki.
Like right at the north-south of the border type bullshit. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
You ever been that far down on 95?
Well, dude,
south of the border?
Dude, Beaufort's like right at the bottom of
right there. I know. I know.
In order to get to North Carolina, you got to pass some. First off, anyone who's living in the South, you haven't lived until you go hit up south of the border. I love south of the border.
You know, unfortunately, when I went to go try to hit up south of the border, it was closed down for remodeling.
How long ago was that?
Last year.
Yeah, see,
they had fences up around the whole thing with like wooden panels. They were remodeling the whole stretch.
Wow.
Yeah, but it did need it because they needed updated.
They probably did. I mean, that place.
They definitely did. Oh yeah, they updated. That's all they did. I don't know if it's open now, but because of COVID and everything. But prior to COVID happening, I took a trip down that way, and they were all boarded up and fenced around for remodeling.
A place like south of the border, how it looked.
That is a landmark. That is a landmark.
COVID would be the least of your worries of what to catch at south of the border.
You're right.
Like, shit.
Get put by a piece of wood and walk out with AIDS.
Oh my gosh. Like the stuff that I saw when I actually explored it before I moved to Virginia. Yeah, it's pretty,
That's why I wanted to go, Mike. Shut up. Don't tell people about what happened there.
Oh, well, look, I'm going to keep, look.
Exactly. Throw that key out. I wanted to see that for myself. I've seen what happened in the backgrounds of that place. I wanted to see for myself.
Oh, so you just want to see what the hype is, if the hype's true.
Yeah, like the behind the scenes.
Well, sorry, it's accurate. All I'm going to say, I ain't going to spoil it. Say what's said.
Oh, no, I know it's accurate. I watched it on like Real Sex or whatever it was back in the day.
Yeah, but I was there.
Yeah, it's legit. It still happens to this day. I think that's why they did the remodeling. That way they couldn't have that happen in there anymore.
First off,
don't do that.
Stuff like that.
That was like an ignorant cocksucker's cramp. Stop that.
No, it was just a yawn. But when it comes to stuff.
Well, you touched
like
the
that.
back of your head after you were doing it. That was weird. Stop it.
Yeah, because I also got a head full of hair that's been growing. It's time
Yeah,
to
no,
shave
you
my
don't.
head.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That thing's still shining like you are somebody from the Airbenders right now.
Nah, there's hair. See?
No. If you stayed where you were at, you literally had the Airbender mark down the center of your head. Yep.
That's because there's nothing there. See, I got
The light.
Oakland shit going on.
It's light.
So
Yeah,
that's why.
I can see that. You've got a little stubble, but it's all the way back here.
Fuck you. That's what I was talking about. I got the Mean Gene Oakland shit going on.
No, I'm more me. Well, no, I got to get rid of this part right here for me, G.
You got more of the Al look.
That what?
You got more of the Al Bundy look.
I was thinking more like Al Snow when he shaved his head.
Nah, Al Bundy.
Yeah, no. Back in the day when Al Snow shaved his head, that's kind of the hairstyle I got right now.
Yeah, but I was going more with Al Bundy. Yes,
I'm not. I'm not an Al Bundy. I'm not a man.
You're an Al Bundy.
I do sleep with my hand down my pants, so maybe I am.
Me too.
But I grew up on Al Bundy. That's how I didn't have a father figure, so I learned from him.
Peg. Well, look. First off, I would give it to Peg Bundy every night.
Me too. She had the body.
Yes. I think she was just a needy type.
Even to this day, she still has that body.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, she's
like that generation. And she's not much older than I, so.
Nah, she's probably older.
Hey, she's got maybe 20 years on me, and I'll still give it to her.
I mean, she's like that generation of women like Angela Bassett.
See, I'm at the age I can go 20 years either way.
And I'm at the age where I can't.
Exactly.
I can only go 10.
Exactly. See, I'm at the age where I can go 20 years both ways.
Yeah, I can only go 10 to 15.
10 to 15. 15 to the older side, 10 to the younger side.
Not even 15 to the younger side. 19.
Well, then it should be 15-15.
No, I said 10 to 15. So I can have options.
You're so between 10 and 15. Well, then why don't your max level be 15 and it could be anything less than
maybe I want to have a minimum too. Sometimes I want to have a minimum.
Okay, you're being super picky now.
I am super picky. I'm at that age where I want to be super picky.
Hey, Mike, can I be your man?
Kid, what?
Can I be your man?
No substitution, asshole.
Yeah, exactly, asshole. I look like that anyways. I don't know why I need to do that.
I don't even know why you did that. Oh my gosh. Only on Mike.
Who do you say that I look like all the time? You guys tell me that I look like. Yeah, see, I don't get it. I've looked at pictures of him and I'm like, I don't look like him. I don't get it.
She's 68.
And banging time. She's only 28 years older than me. Or not even that, 27.
It's a photo of her.
Exactly. Peg Bundy, you get it?
You know what? Peg can get it.
Exactly. See, now you're past your 15-year age limit, sir. I'm not arguing. I'm arguing with you. You set at a 15-year age limit.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Peg Bundy's old enough to be my.
I would have God rest her soul, but I would have still banged the dust out of Betty White.
Okay.
Dude, her body was still perfect.
You know who you sound like right now?
I don't care.
Adam Sandler on the movie That's My Boy, where
I do. I did.
Wearing the old school bathing suit, and he
yeah.
That's you right now. Wait,
just because I'll bang an old chick doesn't mean anything.
It means
I gotta show how. If I'm gonna be a good pimp, I gotta experience it for myself. Get double paid. Shake your head like when you're stuck or what?
I'm lost for words.
You're like so stuck. I see your mouth moving, but you're not saying anything.
Yeah, like yeah. Okay. All right.
Hey, that's how. Apparently, you don't know how the pimp world works.
No, I sure don't. You know, rigor mortis and all that, and Vicks vapor rub, and
No. I'm not fucking no. I'm not into all that. No.
Mm,
Rigor mortis is where the body don't move. I'm good.
I mean, it just gets stiff. That's all.
Hey, no, it's not that just get stiff. You gotta break bones just to get in there. You forget that I was an EMT for 10 years. I've dealt with rigor bodies. Yeah, no. I'm not into I am not into necrophilia. Not one bit.
That shit. It was how you said that shit. You said that shit with experience. All you gotta do is just break the bones and break it in. Who the fuck?
I didn't say it like that. No. That's not how I said it.
Yeah, you did.
I'm like, I said I'm not breaking bones to break it in. I'm not. I am not into necrophilia. That is disgusting. I know. I've met people that are into that. No.
Nah.
I'll give you the fat hand.
As y'all can see, I'm still recovering from the effects of COVID.
He did not have COVID. He had a sinus infection. Don't let him lie to you.
I wish it was a sinus. Let me tell you something. If that shit was a sinus infection, I don't never want a sinus infection ever again.
Oh yeah, no, that's how they're going to be for the rest of your life. Every time you get a sinus infection, that's what it's going to feel like.
I mean,
because you're already damaged. No, that's COVID does long-lasting damage. So now every time you get it, like upper respiratory or a sinus infection, that's what it's going to feel like.
Fuck, man.
For those, okay, we finally I don't know if I told you, Mike.
Yeah.
But for people that don't know, we did finally get my brother's autopsy back. And my brother was diabetic to begin with. But one of the side effects, and he was vaccinated, I'm going to put that out there, but he only had the Johnson & Johnson vaccination, which is the one shot. He didn't quite get to the time where he was supposed to get his booster shot. And he died from diabetic ketoacidosis with COVID-19 complications. And with people that are diabetic and contract COVID-19, I read the whole statistical analysis on it because I had to make an understanding of it for myself in a medical aspect, that if you're diabetic and you contract COVID-19, there is a possibility that it could put you into ketoacidosis. And if it's not treated properly, it will cause you to either have sudden death or it go into a coma. Unfortunately, because my brother contracted COVID and was in ketoacidosis, it shut him down. He went into sudden death. So I'm just putting that out there. If you're diabetic and you're not vaccinated, please get vaccinated. That's just my opinion. You have your own. You're entitled to your own opinion. If you don't want to get it, you don't have to get it. But in my opinion, I've watched my brother. I talked to him one night. The next night, he died. But I'm not stupid. Every time I go anywhere out of my apartment, I wear a mask. The only reason I went to the apartment tonight is because I know nobody's in the hallways and nobody's in that apartment. And I'm vaccinated. like 2 shots.
Me too.
I don't get to have my booster until March
Hey.
because I had to have medical clearance before I could get my shots. Because if people don't know that are just now tuning in, never been on the show, I suffered from 2 major strokes and an aneurysm on February 2021. I'm lucky to be alive right now. So, like I tell Mike all the time, I love being on Mike World Order because this is my therapy session. I don't talk about me or myself. I go into a character and I make people laugh. That's what I want out of them. I want people to remember me as making people laugh. I'm trying to build myself up to that. So that's where we're headed towards. And yes, as you can see at the bottom of the page there, we are still accepting donations on the GoFundMe page. If you don't want to do GoFundMe, you can send it directly to me through PayPal. It's Short Spike 81, I believe. I think that's what most of my social media is. Now you got me looking. Hold on. I gotta look now. Wrong direction. That's putting TV on. Well, yeah, no, if I swipe the wrong direction on my phone, it takes me into like free TV, which is through Samsung.
Yeah,
if you own a Galaxy, you know.
Yeah, if I overexert my swipe.
No, I only have like 2 screens, and the third screen's that stupid free TV shit.
Yeah, it's pointless. But I love.
Well, no. It does do local television for you. So if you're like out and about and you can't, like, you're wanting to check the news, it will give you that.
I get real time alerts anyways. Ain't no biggie.
Financial. Pay. I knew I was looking for it. I just couldn't find it.
Also, while Tom is looking,
I just said it. I already looked.
Okay, well, while
you can
Tom
go do you now? Do you now?
I was until you butted in. Yeah.
Well, I had to.
We know. So
I'm hot.
Yeah. It just broke my whole fucking concentration. Why don't you?
I know. I'm sorry.
You said it like so smooth. I'm hot. But
it's already unbuttoned.
It's already. Jeez. So right across from Filthy Tom's massive hot head, you see the mWo logo, which is created by our very own homeboy, Base Kid.
He's our graphic designer.
Oh yeah, very good, very creative with everything. You pretty much tell him your vision, and he'll make it work. And with him, what the hell? Tom's just stripping. So
I told you.
We know you're turned up, and now you're like.
I'm not turned up. I'm going to get turned up though, and you're staying on the phone until I do.
We are. Yes, there will be.
We need to get other people. Like, we should do a Dark Side of the Thunder tonight.
Yes, we are.
And get some other people in so I can pick on them instead of just you. Because if I say something to you, I feel so bad that I said it, and then the next day you're like, "Why'd you say that to me?"
No, I'm good.
I know we've never had an issue between me and you.
Yeah, like
we always talk about other people having issues with us.
Yeah, because everyone always got issues with us, and I'm cool with
that.
No,
because I'm the honest one. I will be like straight up. I will give it to you the way it is. I have no qualms about coming to you and telling you how the fuck it is. That's why people love me. See, cut it out, and you came out with it right behind me. That's great.
So, while Tom, as you can see, who's partially naked in the dark.
No,
so
you can't. Him, you can only see my fucking head. Thanks.
Yeah. So right above him, right? Okay. You see the Mike World Order logo created by Basekip. You can find him on Instagram at Basekip. You can find him on Twitter at Basekip Tweets. He does logos. I don't know if he does GIFs, but he does graphic designs for, he's done shows like us, obviously. And he's also done shows for Front Row Material, such as
Gifts take too long.
Exactly. Colton Beardo, 6 Degrees of Separation with Written Renegade. And of course, Front Row on Wednesdays and Future Stars Now. So check them out. Check out their stream. Always been supportive of Mike World Order since day one. Find them on Spotify. Follow them. Buy their merch. Since y'all are too good to buy mine, you fuckers. And
I'm still waiting for my free one.
You sound like Mikey Starks. I want my free shirt, mWo.
No, I'm just joking. I will eventually buy one when I got some money. But
we got to hook you up with some Mike World Order drip anyways, because you're filthy Tom. Plus, I need to pimp you out so you can, keep.
No. You got that all wrong.
Shirt, man. You got to wear your shirt and pimp it out, man.
That's not pimping me out.
Yeah, it is. Man.
You're pimp dressing me.
Exactly.
But you're not pimping me out.
Oh,
no, anybody that we're pimping out is Mr. Wee Wee.
Oh shit. Yeah, Mr. the incomparable Mr. Wee Wee, which is what we call Mikey Starks on Thursday.
What is it? Marcellus? What the hell is it?
Marshmallow. Marcello.
That's it.
Marshmallow.
That's it. Marcello Marshmallow.
He's got so many nicknames, but you know what? He's always a good sport.
We love him to death, though.
Yeah, he's a pain in the butt, but he's a good guy. He's a really good guy.
He really is.
He's a good guy.
That's why he kind of is a cast member of Thirsty Thunder Thursdays.
Even though there's moments where I want to grab him, put him upside down, and dump him in the trash can, then kick the trash
like
can
this morning,
and roll it down the hill. He's like the little puppy dog that keeps shitting on the floor. So you just grab the tissue paper.
It doesn't matter how many times you spank its ass and tell him it's got to shit outside, it still comes back in the house and shits.
Yeah. So you just whoop his ass again.
But you still love it. But you still love it to death. You don't care. Eventually it'll learn. Till we pimp it out.
Whatever.
For people that have never been a part of a Dark Side of the Thunder or an After Dark, as we used to call it, the inside joke is me and Mike are going to New York and pimping Mikey out.
Preach. But we're going to pimp him out to like old grandmas and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, they're the best payers. They're the ones that got the good checks. Life insurance, as Mikey calls it, the AARP check.
We're just going to rate
it. Never heard of one of those in my life, but if they're getting an AARP check, I want to be a part of it.
Me too. I want 10%.
We're getting more than 10. We're splitting 50. He's only getting 50.
I'm good with 10%.
Nah, shit. We've already discussed the fees with him. He was good. He signed a contract. It was verbal. It's recorded.
It's recorded.
We get 75. He gets 25. We're splitting me and you were splitting 75%. He gets 25%. He was down. It's 2022. He's down for the money.
I mean, it ain't much for him either.
That's a good bit of money, especially if you hook up to the right woman and fucking DMV. Or guy. Yeah. We're pimping him out to all of it. He better make us proud while we're robbing the snacks.
After Mike, y'all still here? And you just see us on the couch with like a bunch of snacks eating.
Oh, yeah, we wanted to make sure that the person didn't kidnap and kill you. We had to stay for our property.
Yeah, exactly.
Car's loaded. We're just waiting on you. You better get in the trunk.
Yeah, just throw him in the trunk and just...
Well, that's where Mikey goes. He goes to the trunk. Everything else goes in the back seat.
He'd be like, I will not be disrespected. First of all,
I know. I hear him saying that too. I will not be disrespected like that.
You don't know
You
me.
don't know me. You don't know me.
Gosh,
Mike Thunder, you do not know me.
Yeah, mWo, you don't know me. He's like, Tom, you can stop too. You're supposed to be dad. Because
Daddy.
Yeah, daddy, my bad. Call Daddy Tom. The hell? Who does some type of shit like that?
That has been a long running thing since I've been on the show. So
Daddy Tom. I say it in the same.
I was just the best father figure. I guess I'm the father figure of y'all.
Yeah, we'll go with that theory.
Yeah, that's where we'll leave it at.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that as we hit the closing of the episode. Yeah. So, of course, we got January 29th, the Royal Rumble, Mike World Order style. Pretty much watch along with the Royal Rumble, but everyone who joins the chat will not join at the same time. They will be joined via buzzer. So we'll do like the countdown in the buzzer like they do in the Rumble. And there we go. We got a new person in the thing. So
also, everybody that comes onto the show is going to go by buzzer.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got you.
Yeah,
We'll do a whole video on it with the whole buzzer. We'll count down to like 10.
Oh, I already got one created.
You got one. You got one set. Damn, I'm trying to do my job, Mike. Stop trying to get ahead of me. I'm still trying to work on the award stuff, and you're jumping all the way up to next week.
That's why I took care of it, you know. Plus, some things I like to have my creative touch too, you know.
Well, yeah, but I like to be a part of it too.
You are part of it. Calm down. See, you're sounding like Celeste when she was drunk that night. No, don't go.
Don't do it, Mike. Don't go.
Don't go.
Oh no, that was me. I think it was me that was.
Yeah, but that's gonna you say that to me, like, don't go, Mike. Don't. It's like I'm taking my ass to bed. It's too much.
Don't go, Mike. Don't go to bed. Stay with us, please. Don't go nowhere.
It sounds like some Clockwork Orange House of Fun type shit right now. Red rum, like.
By subscribing and buying merch to any of our platforms, you get enter into a chance of being on one of the episodes of Dark Side of the Thunder. You could also win possibly some merch.
The chances are out there, people. For people who say, how come this doesn't happen? Well, this is me telling you, well, here's why. You know, it's like I said before.
Participation.
Exactly. Participation is a must. Just like y'all people say, hey, Mike World Order, how come you're not famous yet? It's because you don't be buying my shit. You don't
Right? Not subscribing, not following, not tuning in.
30 seconds to retweet, repost.
We all know that you tune in after the show has aired.
Yeah.
We've seen the statistics.
And if
why not come? Even if you're not watching us live right now, go to our platforms. Yeah, go to the platforms, subscribe, follow, buy the merch. Give them the merch address, Mike, so they can go buy the merch.
tinyurl.com/mwo merch. You can't forget that.
No, that is the best, easiest to remember. tiny.url/Mike World Order merch. Shit, I'm fucking half lit and I can remember that.
If Tom can remember that lit, y'all have no excuse. But
exactly.
We also, I'm not going to spoil it yet, but we're also going to have a big.
You already spoiled it for me. So upset.
Oh, you'll be all right. Stop crying. So we're supposed to be having a big announcement. I will probably do it as we get closer. I will What are you doing over there? It's in the dark. So crazy. Anywho, there will be a special announcement on a future episode of Mike World Order for you guys to tune into. The fuck is Tom doing? I can't even keep a straight face because Tom, you're on some bullshit right now. God.
Why don't I be on some bullshit? I'll turn the light back on.
You turn the light back on, please. Because the way
Hey, I was on some bullshit.
Yeah, like the way you're looking back there, you're like, we're gonna take your head off. But
we're gonna pimp you out.
I'll pimp you out. Go get it. But anywho, Tom, it's fun to end the episode like this Wednesday night lit, which pretty much hopefully
I'm not really lit yet. I'm getting there, but it's gonna be great in the Thunder after Dark Side of the Thunder.
We're gonna need that Thirsty Thunder Thursday, Tom, too.
Oh no, I'm gonna save a little bit of this. If not, I got a whole nother bottle to go. So
damn. Hey, that's what's up.
I had to go for the open bottle first.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well,
I'm not a slow learner.
I never said you was, man. Calm down.
I'm not Mikey. Two drinks in, and he's like,
And it's it's off of wine. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
Dude, you're getting drunk off of $5 wine. What's wrong with you?
Oh, $5 wine's the best.
Oh, I mean, depending on what brand.
If you're a poor fucking nigga, you drinking the $5 wine.
This guy. But you're not lying, though. You're not lying.
It tastes good, goes down smooth. You get drunk after drinking 2 bottles. Don't drink 3 because you will be waking up in your own vomit.
Depending on what it is, I like Moscato.
Ooh. But every time I drink Moscato, it makes me, oh, dude, I get like 2 bottles into it, and I'm like, what did I do to myself? Oh, my God, I got the shits. Oh, God, what did I do to myself?
It's all that sugar in the Moscato.
It's the sediment. It's the sediment in it. It's with any wines. To be honest, it's the sediment in the fruit.
The sediment in the fruit. Y'all heard it first. The sediment.
I'm an old school drinker. I know.
Old school wino. All right.
Yes, I was a wino. I was a wino one time. I was a white wino.
That's what's up. But anyway, for that said, thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy the podcast when it drops on all major podcasts. He's Filthy Tom Lightning.
Yes, I am.
Who's also dazed and confused. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. We'll see you guys tomorrow night on Thirsty Thunder Thursday here on Mike World Order.
Exclusively on Twitch.
No, that's tomorrow. You know what?
That's what I said. Everyone. You just said Mike World Order Thirsty Thunder Thursday.
Shut up, Tom.